To another TED Talk. Today we'll be going through the talk of what makes muscles grow by Jeffrey Siegel. Muscles. We have over 600 of them. They make up between 1/3 and 1/12 of our body's weight, and along with connective tissue, they bind us together, hold us up, and help us move. And whether or not bodybuilding is your hobby, muscles need your constant attention, because the way you treat them on a daily basis determine whether they will wither or grow. Say you're sitting in the front of a door, ready to pull it open. Your brain and muscles are perfectly poised for you to achieve the goal. Firstly, your brain sends a signal to the motor neurons inside your arm. Then they receive the message, they fire, causing muscles to contract and relax, which pulls the bones on your arm and generates the needed movement. And the bigger the challenges become, the bigger the brain's signal grows, and the more motor units it rallies to help you achieve your task. But what if the door is made out of solid iron? At this point, your arm muscle alone won't be able to generate enough tension to pull it open. So your brain appeals to the other muscles to help. You plant your feet, you tighten your belly, you tense your back, generate enough force to yank it open. Your nervous system has just leveraged the resources you already have, other muscles, to meet the demand. While all these are happening, your muscle fibers undergo another kind of cellular change. As you expose them to stress, they receive microscopic damage, and which in this context is a good thing. In response, the injured cells release inflammatory molecules called cytokines that activate the immune system to really repair the injury. This is when the muscle building magic happens. The greater the damage the muscle receives, the more your body will repair itself. And the result is, really more big and stronger muscles after the greater demand. And since our bodies have already adapted to most everyday activities, those generally don't produce enough stress to stimulate new muscle growth. So to build new muscle, a process called hypertrophy, our cells need to be exposed to higher workloads than they are used to. In fact, you don't continuously expose your muscles to some resistance. They will actually shrink. Let's take 3 examples. For one, if we exercise every day by pulling up very hard bells, what will happen is there will be more cyclopic damage, and that will mean you get stronger muscles. 2, you just go on with accustomed everyday work, opening doors, cooking, and then do other stuff that needs your muscles. And those keep your muscles in shape, yet those don't make it bigger. And the last circumstance is when it withers, when you don't move every day, and thus the muscles actually shrivel. Muscles rely on more than just activity to grow. Without proper nutrition, hormones, and rest, your body will never be able to repair the damaged muscle fibers. This means that our muscles will just be broken and not repaired. Protein in our diet preserves muscle mass by providing the building blocks to new tissue of amino acids. Adequate protein intake, along with naturally occurring hormones like insulin, like growth factors, and testosterone, helps shift the body to stay where tissue is repaired and grown. The vital repair process mainly occurs when we are resting, especially at night while sleeping. Gender and age obviously affects this repair mechanism, which is why young men become more testosterone, have a leg up in the muscle building chain. Genetic factors also play a role in one's ability to grow muscle. Some people have more robust immune reactions to muscle damage, and they're better to repair it and to grow their muscle. Yet others are slower to repair and replace their damaged muscle fibers, which slows down their muscle rebuilding potential. And the body responds to the demands you place on it. If you tear your muscles up, eat right, rest and repeat, you create the conditions to make your muscles big and as strong as possible. It is just muscles as it is with life. Meaningful growth requires challenge and stress. Thank you.